Hello guys, I'm gonna be doing, this is another review. This is a review on, I don't really know this guy's name, just all I know is I got him from botcon. He was one of the, if you were one of the first 100 people, you got a free transformer, and they just had a ton of these guys, so I got one. And he's just a jet, and he's got, focus, a lot of nice molded in detail, a lot of nice paint, and all that. And it's a fairly clean jet mode. No real like robot bits sticking out like quite a few jets, jet transformers or seekers. So yeah, he's got some nice maroon white paint all over the place. Blue and white for the stars, white for the Decepticon symbols, and silver for the cockpit. Clear plastic. You can see his hand in there, but when that's closed up, you can't really tell. But you can see the little seat. That's really it. And the landing gear got two little wheels right there, and one big one up front, and that's really it. It's a pretty clean jet mode, so let's just get on to transforming him. So you're going to flip up his landing gear, and now you're going to go to the wings, and you're going to just wiggle them loose, because they have this peg, and then there's this slot. There's this peg that'll go into the, can't really see it, into that hole right there. And then this little, I don't know, tab thing will go into this hole. So you just move these out of the way. No real spot to put them. And you just do the exact same thing. Just get them out of the way. That's really all you got to do with those, just get them out of the way. Then you go to here, and then you just wiggle those. And then you can see where there's a cavity where this tab will go into, and this little peg will go into this hole right by that screw. And you just do the exact same thing over there. And then now you're going to go to these hinges down here and bring them together. There's this hole and there's this plug. Put them together, and now you're just going to straighten those out, and those are going to become the legs. And now there's this little tab that's going to go into a hole right there where my finger is. Now you're just going to so you're going to, before that happens, you have to come back to the tail fins and get underneath there, and those will hinge up. And now that will come undone, and that will release everything. So now this will, you swivel it back this way, and now you hinge it forward. And those pieces for the waist, you just move that out of the way, straighten out his legs, and now you have his waist. So let's get the legs all done first. So you just flip down his feet, because they'll separate like this. And then you straighten them out. I like to have them like this, just exposing no real like toes, and you do the exact same thing on this side. Bring it forward. And then you can just arrange the wings however you want. I'm just going to put them like this right now, because they have quite a bit of articulation to them. I like to have them like this, but you can flip them around so he has a bit more of like a toe. But I like to leave them like this, so you can see somewhat of those vents from the jet mode. So now you're going to go up here, bring this up and out, and that will reveal the fist and the arm. Now watch this. I'll turn the shoulder, and you can see this little cog thing moving. That's just for like aesthetics, I think. And then you hinge his arm down. This will go down. Oh wait. It'll fold in on itself, and then this little tab will go into a slot. And then you just fold out this arm open up the cockpit and fold out the hand. Bring his arm down again. And now you come back here and you bring up his head like that. Now there are these two pieces, little tabs, on the wings. And you're gonna hinge this up into these two slots. So, and now we are all done. And I like him. He has a nice clean transformation, really, except for the front nose cone section being limiting a lot of movement for him. I like him. So he's still got a lot of nice paint on him, obviously showing off that camo, that digital camo stuff, I guess you could call it, from his jet mode, and some some silver paint apps in his chest, and then those pieces behind his head, and then his visor, his eye visor thing, some black and maroon on his shoulders. Now, articulation-wise, he has a swivel. Well, not a swivel, but due to the back of his head, that bar back there, he can only turn just that far left and right. No full 360. Full 360 for his arms. Bicep swivel. 90-degree bend at elbow. Oops, accidentally hit the table with my leg. Same thing, swivel, elbow sort of thing. Due to this whole front section, it limits this arm's movement. No waist swivel unless you truly want to untab this and give him some little bit of movement down there. He has ball jointed legs, so it can go back that far, forward that far, forward that far, back that far, outward that far. Has a hip swivel, and his knees, you can transform him like this. I just like keeping him like this because, I don't know, you can unhinge that, and now you can see that maroon bar. He can do one of these numbers, and his legs, his knees can go back that far. So basically, wide range of movement for knees. I just like keeping him like that. He has swivel, forward and backward movement for a foot, and then he actually has an ankle tilt due to his transformation. And I really like how he looks. He's nicely sculpted. I don't know if he was the original mold of. I don't know if he's the original mold of this figure for this mold. I know there's like a Conehead Seeker sort of guy that looks similar to him, but I don't really know. But if you can find a figure that is like this one, the same mold, pick him up. If you can find this one, I'd pick him up, because even though he may just be a generic character, I really like him. He's a nice figure, and so yeah, I just really like him. So until next time, see ya.